Heartbeats, never the answer. Strategy, always the answer. In this video, we spectate random players and it tells a story just to how important strategy is as opposed to spamming the heartbeat. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel today. But without any further ado, all right, guys, so in today's video, we're gonna be spectating, of course, as you see by the title, solos buybacks. Now, when it comes to LTMs like buybacks, iron trials, SBMM is just dust in the wind. It doesn't exist. I refuse to believe it does. My lobbies, since the dawn of these LTMs, and you guys could probably attest to it as well, those of you that pay attention, are just all over the place. One game will be a 1.4, next one's a 0.6. It's really weird, but with saying that, have fun. You will have games where you're in much higher tier lobbies than you probably should be, but on the flip side, you'll have a lot of lobbies that are lower than what you should be, and that's really the time you guys need to ball out. Now, how do you find this out while mid-match? Well, of course, you got to play, you got to fight, you got to get aggressive. You have to do something, because if you don't, you'll never know. A lot of players, let's say Warmonger, for instance, he's a level 7, yes, but let's just say he plays passive the whole damn game. But this ends up being like a 0.4 lobby. And no, what? This might be a 0.4 lobby. I told y'all there ain't no SBMM in LTMs. No, there's not. We can argue in the comments if you want. There ain't no reason for level 3 and a level 22 to be in my lobbies. Not to mention the guy that shot at this dude, he just ran off. So the purpose of saying all that is so that you guys stop playing like this, man, because you never know what lobby you'll be in until it's too late, right? So again, as I was saying before I got distracted, let's just say you guys are in this lobby, right? I'm in this lobby. Let's say you're in this lobby. You got a 1 KD, a 0.7, a 0.9, 1.5. You're somewhere in that range, right? Well, I guarantee you could probably drop 20 in this lobby. But a lot of you guys, a lot of other players are so just blinded by fear that they're too busy camping, sitting in corners and other things that they can't go out and find out if they can actually drop 20 kills. So with me saying all that, it leads me to say, stop camping, because you could possibly be losing out on the easiest lobby of your life. Now, I don't want to hear in my comments be like, Savage, I wish I had these lobbies. LTM lobbies are all like this. If you guys want to play and crazy shit like this, limited time modes, boys. I really don't know what the hell's happened. We've got two guys on the right hand side fighting, and just the unawareness of the minimap is mind-boggling. We've got the thermals. We got thermals on the M4 and thermals on the AX50. Oh, your boy's coming back to Warzone. He's an OG player. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I mean, just notice the moment that he got shot at, he just sprayed and did a 360 and meleeed. He had no idea where it was coming from. He just shot. Stop spraying and praying and try to analyze the situation. If you can't, break away to cover. If you can't, don't do that. There was no reason for that one at all. Oh. All right, your boy KG seems a little bit more competent, able to get a nice beam with the Cooper. Cooper doesn't really have much recoil, but still, he was able to line it up, and I don't think he missed a bullet. So I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about KG Chapo than I am the other souls. Rest in pieces. We've got shots fired. Now we got to be careful sitting up here. We've got a sniper going off on the right-hand side. The moment we make some noise, we might get clapped. Now's the time to shoot. Oh. Now, when I said now's the time to shoot, why did I say it then as opposed to right now? Well, now he's got a ridge to hug. Now he can play it up. Now he can play cover. If we would have shot him earlier, he wouldn't have had that opportunity. Wait for it. Wait for it. And we'd still be alive. Sometimes waiting for the enemy to get a little bit closer to be more accurate is a downfall when there's terrain right in front of him, like this big rock that he can hug and play as cover. Great job by Chanchito. My dude level 1000, just absolutely feeling it. Of course, rocking the sign. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Love it. Notice the fact he got shot and he starts whipping some movement as he analyzes the entire situation. Oh no. He almost lost that. That was real bad centering on his part. He did not lock to that dude at all. Bruh. My guy. All right, so anyway, going back real quick to where he was shooting at the guy, because I just feel like this needs to be said. When he was running down the hill and he had nowhere to run, no cover, no rocks, no nothing, that's when you start shooting. Do not allow the enemy to push the cover before you start firing. Do not. Gotta say, though, it's a nice start. We've seen a lot of action so early on. Another slide canceller. B-Hopper, he hears us. He gets some shots off. We're trying to rely on the hip fire. And again, just struggling with our fire rate. I mean, our... Wait for it. Hold up. Okay, we're struggling real bad with aim and accuracy when it comes to the MP7. I'm not really too sure why. It's a beamer. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say it's meta, but it's definitely viable. I'm gonna be honest, he's wild for that one. We had him on UAV. We saw him sitting in the window. I would never recommend ego challenging like that, because as we're vaulting through the window, the enemy's going to get ahead. He's going to have the drop on us because he's going to see our head before we can see him. And on top of that, we're having to do the vaulting animation. So even if you start spraying fire, you're not going to be able to shoot him before he shoots you. His best bet was just approach from another doorway, another window, anything, probably the left-hand side of the building. That was honestly kind of wild. I'll be honest with you, Chanchito didn't seem like a bad player, but he had a lot of questionable mistakes with the ego chow, with pushing out in the open like he did, even though he survived, and his aim was a little all over the place. I'm not really too sure why. We all have those games. Could just be a bad run, but you got to clean that up. But here we are moving on to, oh my God, it's Rhino. No fucking way. Yes. He's using the heartbeat like he should. Just a quick scan, moving around. He's not heartbeating every single damn building. I love it. Relying on his audio. Now remember, and this is one thing with the heartbeat that you got to remember. He's not checking every building, and the reason being, again, audio. Players that camp will still move around for the most part. So if you don't get a scan, you can move more than 3 feet before you scan again. Heartbeat's never the answer. It's a good tool if used correctly. 99% of people don't use it correctly. Rhino actually is. All right, real quick. Oh, that was a little questionable, to be honest. Real quick, let's see where we go now. So circle's going to the north. We're gonna have to rotate through mines, peak, and dig site. Which way would I go? Well, I would go to this balloon real quick, and I would balloon to Storage Town. Me being an aggressive player, I want to get more fights. You guys wanting to get better, I recommend you get more fights. Storage Town would be the better option. If you're looking for more passive option, there ain't really no passive option over here because it's on the edge of the zone and mines is the main compound and you're going to get camped on for sure. So I'd rotate to Storage Town and then slowly to dig site because AI love dig site. So that's exactly what I would do right now. We've got plenty of money for a buyback. We've got plenty of money for a UE. Right here, I just think we're looting way too much. We really don't need anything else. I don't know if he's going to try to gatekeep everyone coming from airfield, but it'd be kind of a bad spot just because, my eyes, players are going to try to go balloon. We might have one guy rotate this way from satellite, but I just don't know if it's worth gatekeeping for. All right, while we wait, let me pour some sneak. Guys, if you haven't tried that new mango flavor, make sure you do so. Use code SAVAGE at checkout for creator code. That mango flavor has slowly, I shouldn't say slowly, that mango flavor has quickly become my go-to. And I hate Mango. Now this is a dangerous push. Again, I'd rather have gone here. This balloon, of course, is fine, but all these ridges and all these buildings and the crane and people camping, and you know damn well they love to camp mines. It's not really my go-to spot. Let's see how he plays this. He's gonna try to stretch it. I'm gonna be honest, I probably would have just grabbed the other balloon to get a little bit more height. We're a little low, which means we're definitely gonna get in some combat, and imagine there's gonna be a team over by this buy as well. The last 3 times I've played this game, I've gone in this building and there's been a whole squad ghosted.
Designating target for airstrike.
With claymores planted.
Requesting recon. Tagging by.
Not too sure why he did that, to be honest. But we have an enemy on UE. Let's see how he pushes this. Or if he does. Oh, also this new red shaker cup. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I'll be honest, he keeps putting himself in real bad situations whenever he parachutes. Just out in the open, just vulnerable. To heartbeat a rooftop like that, again, imagine if you're on the rooftop. What are you going to do? Well, you hear a parachute coming in, you're looking around, you see a parachute, you're probably going to shoot at Rhino, and he just stands there, his heart beats the building, which is a little wild. Remember, from the ground level, you're not going to hit the rooftop of this building with the heartbeat. You got to think of the heartbeat like a sphere. It picks up X amount of distance in front of you, and then it goes up the exact same distance above you. It doesn't just go up infinity and go out to, I don't know the exact meters to be honest, but let's say 20 meters. It doesn't just go 20 meters and then up infinity. So I was giving a lot of compliments about the heartbeat sensor, yet here we are doing some weird stuff, heartbeating things we just really don't need to be heartbeating. I'm not sure why now he's doing this crazy shit to where he's spamming it. Again, heartbeating the wide open like that is mind-boggling. You can see everything. All right, Rhino knows I'm spectating him because now he's just doing it to piss me off. Really? If there's a guy up there, I'm calling bullshit. I wish that in Warzone 2, even though there's a battery life, I wish that in Warzone 2 it would, if you use it too many times back to back, like too often, the battery overheats and blows your hand off. Oh, there's Chinchinto again. No! I really want to spectate him. He was doing a lot better than Rhino was. It's just weird. I'm seeing his gameplay just completely change in front of our eyes. Again, you know, he's not the best player in the world. He hasn't really done anything to impress us, but he definitely wasn't playing like a super bot in the beginning. Now, this could just be the fact that it's getting in game. He's getting more nervous. Because, you know, when we drop in the game, we're really not that nervous. But as the game goes on, again, look how vulnerable we are, homie. We are just out in the open. If someone peeks, we are dead. Unless by the grace of the COD gods, the dude's just an absolute bot. And a heartbeat in the roof. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm going to, I promise. Maybe not. And I only want to mention we got enough for 2 UAVs, but that's fine. Now, players that come to factory, I need y'all to listen up. Players that come to factory to camp, you probably die real often, don't you? Factory is designed for players to be aggressive. Multiple windows in and out, multiple doorways, multiple levels, multiple zip lines. It's literally an aggressive player's dream because we can push from multiple angles. So if you come here to camp and hide, you're probably struggling a lot more than you want to be. We saw the parachute on top of the roof. We've got a guy on ground level. Let's see if he analyzes that. He definitely hurt him just now. Able to go ahead and lock on his freaking head and just take him out. We have a guy above us. I wouldn't mind seeing him use it to maybe force the enemy inside, maybe force him off. We're taking so damn long now. I don't know if it's even worth. Oh, another one got called in. My bad. Again, I mean, I'd still probably get a UAV up so you can actually utilize this correctly. Throw up a UAV, find out where his ping is, and then you can precision it.
Marking airstrike target.
But that works too. But it sounded like he kind of jumped in. I think he's above us, like slightly above us. I don't think he's on the rooftop anymore. And look, we're at the low ground. We need to start making our way up top if we want to fight this guy. If you are the, what the hell? If you are the type of player that likes to stay in an area like Rhino does, if you are the type of player that likes to stay in an area like Rhino does, make sure you don't just walk around the middle of the street. Play the buildings, cover and concealment, man. Something's just off about Rhino. I don't know what it is, but something just doesn't make any damn sense. The enemy's probably going to jump to us, and that's all she wrote. Doesn't matter what doesn't make sense. Your boy's dead. I don't want to be that guy, but he definitely heartbeat the rooftop as the enemy was glitting at us. Just going to throw that out there. Now let's go ahead and talk about Ace. What do we know about Ace? Well, we know he rotated this way. He was the guy that landed on the rooftop, and now he's going to hold the rooftop. Another radar jammer. Now look, radar jammers are a great tool, but I need to go ahead and give you guys some ideas. And if you're using a radar jammer, do not just sit there and camp exactly where you launch that jammer. Just gives away your position. Nice shot. Okay, now what? Why, my guy? What are we doing? What? Chat, guys. It's like the plague. It's contagious as hell. I don't know what it is about that heartbeat, but it just I'm at a loss. I'm absolutely at a loss. I promise you right now, the heartbeat ain't gonna tell you information about what's in front of you out there in the open that your eyes won't tell you. That's for damn sure. In fact, it'll probably tell you less. And by probably, I mean it definitely will, because it won't reach that far. Got the high ground. We didn't really play it as a heady, but we had the ability to, and just absolutely taking them out. As far as the enemy there, you know, that's just COD timing. We weren't on this side of the rooftop when he bailed off. We happened to come to this side, and we just caught him in the open. That shit happens a lot. COD timing, dude, is probably all of our worst enemy. But we can't chalk every death up to COD timing. He, however, definitely can. I also will say, where he dove to, notice there's no cover, right? Well, next time you bail out, hug one of these boxes. So if there is a guy on the roof, you can duck behind it. And I'm gonna be honest, you probably should have known we were up there, just because we did take a pop shot and get a kill on one of those enemies. I really wish there was no audio on the zip lines. I know it sounds weird, but I really wish there wasn't. It would just force people to use their eyes, man. Pay attention. Oh. It'd definitely be broken, but in that situation, that would have been lit. Again, he relied so much on that heartbeat sensor. If it wasn't for the audio, man, he would have been fried. Now look, we're playing the very edge of the circle, and this is where it's dangerous because we have the worst spot. This area and this area are better spots. It depends on which one's better by where the next circle dictates to, but I, for one, think I'd rather firing range, to be 100% honest. It's going to be a hard fight for us out here because we're going to be having to fight multiple people looking in at us. Spotting some movement, good shit. Why would you go prone, you animal? He's trying to get a live ping right now, and it works. It works, but he whips it to the left at the last second. That's unfortunate. But great job, honestly, trying to ping through the trees. It's an underutilized skill that a lot of people just sleep on. Yeah, I wish you could walk on that. That'd be dope. We're gonna come to this side. This is questionable. This is very questionable. I don't like this area. The circle's not favoring us at all.
You've made it to the top 5. Smash it.
But to our favor, there's only 4 enemies left. We might get lucky. But again, man, just relying on Lady Luck instead of strategy and rotations. Now look, we've got to move where? It's a firing range, which is exactly where I would have gone probably 5 minutes ago. So whoever's holding firing range right now, all he's got to do is just clear his back, make sure no one's back there, and just hold this corner and watch people come to you. That's literally it. That's an example of working harder, not working smarter, not harder. And one of the reasons why strategy is so damn important. He's not needing any other loadie, just passing right by. Definitely agree with that. When it's 3 guys left, there's no reason to get your ghost class. I know a lot of players do that. It's just really no reason. There's no buy stations in bounds. There's no UEs up. Heartbeat's your biggest enemy. Oh my God. Oh yeah, GG. Wow. Wow. And again, no matter what, we're going to have to rotate probably again back to firing range. I think it's still going to favor them. If it doesn't, it's going to be a different story. Okay, from this angle, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the heartbeat will not reach anything further than this, so you can stop it. You can put it away. He's going to keep on keeping on, though. I am highly surprised no one's at firing range, and if there is, I'm even more surprised he's not peeking this ridge. Pay attention to the player count. Pay attention to streaks. The moment, if I was at firing range, the moment I heard a precision, I would look to see where it's shooting at. I would look to see if the player count went down, and if not, there it is. That's a dead giveaway. You're not getting shot at, bro. You're good. He's gonna freaking win. Lady Luck just blessed him. Look at this guy living in the loop, bro. It's end of the game. What do you need? All right, as far as the enemy's concerned, he should know where we're at. We just took a last pop shot where the last gunfire. He should know exactly where we're at. And again, we're not favored. Now we have to leave this area. Again, too worried about the loot. We don't need any of this shit. We could spam a precision, pick up the other one, and we know the enemy has got a sniper rifle. Movement over to the left-hand side. You see him on the ridge. I don't think the enemy does. He does now. See how he takes this. He sees us. Oh, crap. No, no, he's shooting at you, bro. What are you doing? Psychopath, psychopath. Good job trying to suppress him. That was actually a really smart move. Great job by the enemy with the barricade. Let's see what the hell happens now. We are vulnerable. All right, man. Look, Ace did a good job of cleaning up at the end. As far as TTV that died, dude, that's one of those situations where you have to just stop sniping, right? We should always, as snipers, we should always carry a weapon that's medium to long range as our secondary. I, for one, love the Armaguerra. It's a very good close range weapon. It's a very good mid-range weapon. Does a lot of damage downrange. It's something I would have utilized. So the moment we placed the barricade and we saw that your boy Ace was pushing, if I was the TTV guy that died at the end, I would play the barricade, whip out my secondary, probably the Arma or something equivalent, and take some shots. You have a better chance of fighting a sniper close range with an SMG or an AR than you do fighting a sniper with another sniper, especially when you're in that dude's position, because the gas was encroaching on his barricade and he's gonna have to move regardless. But guys, again, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. A lot of you guys out there I know are watching for entertainment value. A lot of you guys out there are looking for tips and tricks. Just pay attention to every strategy, put yourself in their shoes, and learn how to work yourself out of these terrible situations that these players put themselves in. But guys, man, until next time, y'all have a good one. Good luck in Warzone.